Hello, we are in Armenia at the Fastex Harmony meetup. I am here with Radik Verdyan, head of the Odyssey Accelerator. Welcome, great to see you, and tell us all about the Odyssey Accelerator. What is it? What are you guys focused on?
Hello, great to be here. Thank you for inviting. Odyssey Accelerator is focusing on Web3 projects that are at the seed phase and are looking to grow. Different projects have different ways to grow, different journeys, Odysseys, and we help them identify the right pattern, the right set of steps for them, and navigate them through that journey.
What are let's say I'm a founder, I'm going through your program. What are some of the value adds, services that you provide? How do you help me out?
First of all, we help you clarify your business model to streamline all the little details that need to be put together, organized in the right way so that you understand the historical context of the industry you are trying to build, of the niche you are playing in, and envision the future of that industry and understand your place in it. So first of all, we do that. Then, of course, we help you with go-to-market strategy. We'll help you with tokenomics. We help you structure a deal that would be interesting for investors for the next and future rounds as well. So projects that come to us, they don't fundraise just once. Usually they fundraise like within 3 months or like 6 months after the acceleration, then another time 1 year after, and then only after they make some token generation events or have actual users.
To show there's some actual heat, some real energy behind it.
Exactly. Yeah. And all that journey should be planned ahead and somehow envisioned with, you don't need to, or to put it the right way, you can't just act as it comes.
Right.
You have to have some pattern of action in
Winging
mind.
it only gets you so far, right? Just kind of like, oh yeah, we'll just figure it out.
That doesn't usually work.
Right.
When you look at retrospectively at the projects that have made it, you can see that they had some action in mind, and not just not just luck and everything. They had an approach, a strategy, which we try to help to build.
There's obviously so much energy and so much going on in the Web3 space right now.
Yes.
I'm guessing also in the funding part of the Web3 space. Even if you look at Fastex ecosystem, there are so many different verticals and products, right? So I'm curious, what areas of the space, what different kind of sectors are you most focused on? What are you most excited by? What are you looking at when it comes to new projects?
I can give 2 answers to that. Generally, as a general strategy, we are interested in large infrastructure projects. We can call them large cap projects.
Why is that? Why do you see more kind of potential there?
Because we see that we can give more value to that kind of projects and kind of leverage our efforts on a larger projects. Because those infrastructure projects, they end up hosting other smaller projects. They end up reshaping the industry. They end up driving the overall narrative. And our efforts are more efficient when put on something like that.
Sure, there's a scale to
there's
really...
a scale to our efforts because we have limited resources. We have to put them to them. On a local level, over the last 6 months, I would say we're very excited about what Telegram does with its community.
It is wild how much that has exploded and grew. So very smart, sir, focusing on that. Yes.
And that's a result of years of work.
Yeah.
And again, it has some historical context. A lot of things that are going on Telegram have been going on other social media.
Behind the scenes in a way, right? Or not only behind the scenes, but people don't really see it. Exactly.
Yeah. Not available to larger communities as they are now.
Right.
And of course, we enjoy what Bahamut is doing at the moment and Fastex doing at the moment with supporting so many smaller scale projects or new projects and allowing them to get into Web3. And the good thing about them is that they kind of host them with all of the infrastructure and all of the support and ecosystem already ready for them. So it's really easier to onboard on something like that rather than something that is just starting to make the first basic type of DeFi protocol.
It's an exciting time in a way because the infrastructure, there are already tools existing. So actually things can be built now that the average user can actually enjoy and use, which is whereas compared to like 5 years ago when it's all theoretical, right?
Exactly.
Any favorite examples of graduates from the Odyssey program?
We love all our graduates, but
Of course, we love them all, but if
but
you
I
could
would have to
single out one or two.
but I would have to, I would have to because Movement Labs
Yeah.
has had very success,
And tell us a little more
significant.
about that.
Movement Labs is a modular blockchain that supports Move programming language. The two largest language blockchain development languages, Solidity and Move. And Movement is a blockchain that supports Move enthusiasts all around the world, and it's a model blockchain. We have accelerated them last year. This year they raised some amount, I think 3-4 million last year, and this year they closed the round with Polychain, Binance Labs for $40 million this year. And they've done a very good job. The team is very strong. They have been strengthening as they after the graduation as well. And what we're excited about is the right academic approach to the growth that they're doing. The brand book, the go-to-market strategy, the technology, of course.
There's an actual plan they're
There's
following.
an actual plan.
Right.
Again, yeah, there's an actual plan. And you can see that the founders of that team have the capacity to become managers of large corporation, of a large
Which is
corporation.
not always the case in Web3.
Exactly.
You
And
have a
when you invest, that's one of the things.
19-year-old kid who has a
Yes.
good idea, and maybe you don't put them in charge of a Fortune 500 company, right?
Yes, exactly. That happens. 19-year-old,
No.
it has the
We love
benefits as well.
19-year-old kids.
It
Yeah,
has
sure,
the
sure.
benefits as well. But you can see the capacity
Yeah.
to become a top-level CEO
Yeah.
of a 19-year-old founder as well.
Right.
When you see the capacity in the future that person will be able to lead a team of 1,000, 10,000 people, you're ready to get in. Otherwise, not so much.
I'm so curious. You have a very unique perspective on this, given your role and given Odyssey. What would you say is a quality of whether a 19-year-old or a 49-year-old, right, who a Web3 founder who has a really smart idea? They come to you. They say, "I want to grow. I want to scale. I want your help." What are some qualities you're like, okay, this kid, I see promise, I see potential, and what are you like, ooh, they're not quite ready for prime time?
That's a very difficult question. It's hard to ask, to answer. There's no formula, but there are some, red flags and maybe green flags.
Sure.
I would have to mention that teams, and I wouldn't say that only about one founder. I would say about a team. I evaluate a team, not just the founder himself. There are teams that are not self-sufficient. There are teams that always look for someone to take their hand and to take them through all the process, and they want to do like
They think,
all
I
the
had the
easy stuff.
idea, now you show me the rest, right? I'm
Yes,
done.
I have the. Some people have that perception, and that's the first red flag.
Definitely a red flag, right? Yeah.
Obviously, the other end, when people are able to take on the responsibility, when they understand that their future depends on themselves solely, and everyone can help them, can block them from something, but eventually they're the one who should do the job. Those teams usually make it, and you can see that from different types of behaviors, even just coming on phone calls when they bring all of the team to just one simple call to not be able to share the responsibility. Just small example, you can understand that there's something going on behind the scenes.
It's a good life lesson for all of us in a way, by almost like taking agency, like knowing we have to be responsible. We can't just rely upon everyone else.
Yes,
That's a good
that's
life lesson. This is self-help here, folks. I love this.
that's one of the issues with Web3 as well. I would say many teams
Yeah.
don't realize that. They think there's a magic.
Yeah.
Kind of something.
What are some advice you would give to founders out there who maybe just want, maybe they're whether 19 or 59, that they want to really make it happen? What are some wisdom you can share to them?
If I had to give one advice, I would advise them to read history of technology, of Web3, maybe even further down back, because a lot of, especially young founders, for them, the history begins with Bitcoin's first Bitcoiner.
There's
I don't know,
nothing
with
out there in the
Satoshi.
world before
But yeah,
Satoshi, right?
but even before Satoshi, before Bitcoin, there was a lot of work done.
There was some work done, yes.
And even if you look at just two, bull cycles,
Yeah.
you can see that the current bull cycle has just evaluated version of things that happened during the previous cycle. And when you understand this, it's easier for you to understand what will be the
What's
first
the phrase?
step or
History
where
doesn't
you.
repeat, but it
It
rhymes.
rhymes
Right,
exactly.
right.
That's the right way to put it. I think it rhymes, and the teams that understand that this is a rhyme, not just not out of nothing, just some phenomena, they are able to make most of the situation.
Last couple questions before I let you go. I got to ask, are you seeing an influx of AI Web3 projects? Everyone coming to you say, oh, I've got some new AI twist on blockchain. Is that, are we in peak hype and frothiness of AI? Or is it like, actually, these are all really legit, it's important, we want to grow this space?
I think this is just the beginning for
Okay.
AI, and I'll tell you why. But I see a lot of that. A lot of projects come with that kind of value proposition, and we don't really work with them. But the big, I mean, we coming back to Telegram, a lot of new users are getting onboarded on Web3,
Yes.
creating a material to analyze.
Okay.
So this is maybe all of these years of investments may have been just preparation for what's actually coming, because
Ooh, that's
maybe
an,
we had the technology, maybe we had like the I don't know, GPT models and all of the technology that's required, but now we have also material to study. Or
I
maybe
got
this is
goosebumps.
just
That's a very kind of bullish taken away as far as saying this is really truly the beginning of something larger. It sounds
I
like.
don't know when it will begin, how long it will take, but now I know that the puzzle kind of comes together because there's actually something to analyze and to run your models on. Let's see.
That leads to my final question. Give us a prediction, which I think you just started to do, of how Web3 funding or Web3 space overall will evolve in the future.
Oh, that's difficult to say. In terms of funding, I think there will be continuous increase in the number of ways that you can raise. So it can be venture funding, crowdfunding platforms, I don't know, fair launch, IDOs, and that diversity I think will keep growing. A lot of new methods will get popularized, and it will become, I wouldn't say easier to fundraise, but you will have multiple options, and the teams that will be able to understand which option is better for them will succeed. And in terms of general Web3 direction, I think we're in a phase of this mass adoption, and funds are paying attention. Especially, I would say Asian region is putting a lot of attention to consumer-facing products, because all the layer ones, layer two,
We're good. We
DEX,
got that.
everything is ready.
Right.
Now, time to build something for the users, and that's what everyone will be doing in the coming years, including AI.
Exciting times. Great note to end on. Radik, congrats again. Best of
Thank you
luck.
very
Thanks
much.
again.
Thank you.